Goldylocks Productions provides professional internet, TV, and radio shows in the spiritual and New Age genre.
Hello and good evening. This is Reverend Bryan Rawls with the Magical Journey, and today is December 13th at 2017, and this is the Magical Journey show with Reverend Bryan Rawls, and we have a very special guest today, and it may be a duo guest, so for those of us that do know the duos of Allan Green and Catherine Green. We actually have Allan Green on as special guest this evening. Allan Green is a master past life and spiritual journey facilitator for over 35 years with over 27,000 journeys with people and delivers a meaningful message founded in knowledge and truth. A message that might be the key to new beginnings, wholly unforgettable. These stories are a startling, bold account of life-changing experiences, stark realities, tender moments, and countless mind-blowing mysteries. Experienced by men and women and children exploring their past lives and embarking on their new spiritual journeys. The miracle of their journey is the truth of what they come to understand, but more importantly, by awareness and acceptance, they were able to heal and find ways to live life more fully. And his website is www.allan, A-L-L-A-N, Green, Green.ca. And we are now ready to bring on our guest, Allan Green. Hello, Allan.
Hello. Really honored to be here with you.
Wonderful, wonderful. And I hope Catherine is here as well.
It's on the other line.
I'm here. Hi, Bryan.
Hey. Okay, so yes, most definitely. It's most definitely wonderful to have her with us again. And she will also be a very special guest on her own radio, on my radio show, but with her own name in the special guest spot here very soon. But possibly one of the callers may receive a duo reading with the two of them. But let's go ahead and kind of give the callers and the folks that are also participating on Facebook Live kind of give a little bit of a presentation of yourself. How your work is. Basically, do you work like out of your home, or do you work long distance with clients as well?
Well, we have a lot of
Can you speak up a little bit? I cannot really hear you.
We can't hear you, Allan. Speak up.
Yeah.
That's better.
We have people from around the world that come to us. We do phone sessions, everything like that, and we live in a beautiful part of Ontario in a log cabin in the woods, and there's a lot of powerful vibrations of milky quartz going underneath their property, keeping the vibration high. And I do things when I work with people. I do things like sometimes they show you the inner child. As a part of every session, we're going to meet a person's spiritual guides, and we talk to people who passed over. We can find out why you have a version of something in a past life. One lady had 9 major allergies when she came out of the past life, 7 of them disappeared. We can go to the Akashic records of your life book and see how many lifetimes you got to go, how many lifetimes you've had, and as a part of, and then go into each page in that book represents the past life on Earth. You can go into the page into your past life. And then also we can, do many other things too that find out about past life injuries and wounds. And as of last weekend, I've seen 575 alien species on the whole planet. So a person will go back to a past life and find out about a past life, and they'll end up on their home planet and find out what their mission and purpose is on Earth, why they have issues with Earth right have to.
Yes.
And when you're going on your mission and purpose, you can be a spiritual mission of a seer, a psychic, it could be a channeler, it could be a healer, it could be a different type of career or a life mission of getting back together with somebody. That's basically in a nutshell what I do. I work interdimensionally, and it's quite unlimited because I'm doing it so long. I learn something every time I do something new.
Wonderful, wonderful. And also, Allan, you've been doing this for 35 plus years. When was your original awakening?
Well, actually back in 1973, I realized that I could be bilocated and be many different places at once. And I started seeing spirits around people in the mid-70s. And I'd walk into a room full of people, and there'd be, 20 people, I'd see 40 spirits, and they'd all wave at me, and I'd wave back. I wonder who I'm talking to. And I talked to a person at a party and realized that they've been dead for a while. I'm talking to some guy in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
And it got to be really crazy, so I kind of shut it down. Only see spirit when I want to see spirit. Catherine's really good at that. She encourages me to see spirit, because I would see so many spirits all the time, I wouldn't know who was who. So I kind of keep that way. And I sort of found out I could do the past life stuff in 1982, and someone came to my house and knocked on the door, and who was part of a spook group. I was part of a spook group that was in Guelph, Ontario, and this lady came and she took me to the couch. She said, "You're going to take me back into a past life." And I said, "Like crazy, I'm not." And she said, "You're going to go back." I'm closing my eyes. So she held my hand, and I was frozen to the floor, so I couldn't move. And she went back into past life. And I instantly I saw her in a fighter plane over the English Channel. It crashed into the ocean. The whole apartment got freezing cold because we're under the water.
Mm-hmm.
I realized within 30 seconds I had the ability to see what people see and feel what they feel. And that's been the greatest gift, because I've been able to describe things in the past life. If a person meets somebody in a past life that doesn't do it in this lifetime, I'll describe that person in the past life and fit together with somebody they know now. And it's just unlimited.
Wonderful. And also, with these messages that you have delivered with folks, what has been the most rewarding from delivering these messages?
Well, it's not really delivering a message. It's actually a journey. It's kind of shamanic in a way, because the person goes back and sees and feels their past life. I can go back and see and feel them with it. So it's not a reading or a message. It's actually a journey, and the people never forget it for life. And the beautiful thing about it is that I can meet somebody who's never done any spiritual work before in their life, and they go back and they find themselves 5 times more spiritual than I'll ever be. And so watching a person evolve in front of me and seeing their true power, who they really are, and healings from a past life. There's almost 50 people I work with that have totally healed migraine headache. They've had their whole life because it comes from the head movement in the past life. And you go back and heal that head wound, and the migraine goes away this lifetime. So watching a person heal and the miracles that can happen, because who's in control of the guides? I'm just the sort of the facilitator, and who brings me the people are the people's guides. Mm-hmm. I always say I'm hired by the guides and paid by the people.
Exactly. And that's basically sounds about like almost every particular facilitator, medium, psychic, however you would want to label yourself, is. But basically with how you're seeing it is you take these people into a basically a spiritual journey facilitator, and you basically bring them new awareness of what their soul's record has, correct?
Yes, that's true. And the neat thing about it is that they see and feel the experience, and they do never forget it for life. And I use all my powers, all my gifts of being a medical intuitive, being able to be empathic, be a medium, a channeler, a psychic. Any abilities that I have, I use it towards the session. In other words, I don't sit back and just read and tell a person about something. Mm-hmm. They actually see and feel it, and there I can see and feel it with them.
Yes. Okay. So we really received a very well-rounded understanding of how you work. So let's go ahead and take some live callers. Would you like to do that?
Yeah, you want to talk to Catherine first before you do it, or?
Yes, of course. If we can. Hello, Catherine. How are you?
I'm great, Bryan, and wonderful to hear your voice, and super to be here. Allan and I are blessed, and yes, it's the people's guide to bring the people to who it is that will support them. It's John over there that does Reiki, or Susan that does basic kinesiology, or Allan or I for what we do, and you for what you do. And the people are tuning in, and especially right now, as you know, on this planet, the veils are thinner, we're moving into lighter frequencies, and people have to let go and drop the baggage and all that they've been carrying so they can move forward with the earth frequency. So Allan and I, like many, you yourself and many of us, have been called into universal service, big time, overtime, where people are either looking to up level and are looking for support, or they're falling off the rails, so to speak. So they're finding the healing facilitator that can bring the awareness, that can bring the empowerment of letting go of those blocks that are there. And it's an exciting time. I just share with everyone, be in the positive. If things are not so positive, just self-affirming, that's your reality. It sounds easier, when you say it. But there's so many tools and techniques to shift into the new frequencies. And your work that you do, Bryan, with your channeling the light language, it's meant to empower people to move into those new frequencies. And we've got the solstice coming up. We've got a timeline shift on the 23rd. We're ready for 2018 if we let the blocks go.
Yes, most definitely. And basically, the best thing about that is we are dropping Earth matrices all the time, and with these timelines and these timeline shifts and grid shifts, they are basically making the Earth's frequency move up from a lower level density frequency to a higher level frequency, so where emotions can basically be rinsed clean, so to speak.
Yeah. Yeah, and what I'm finding too, and I was just going to say that very thing, is that when I work with a client, but every time I work with somebody, they go to some place where there's an energy part in the earth, or a vortex, or some type of a connection they have to source or something, and their body starts to vibrate and raise to a higher frequency. And we actually watch every cell in the body change from a lower density to a higher density, and then they're buzzing. And what the reason of that happens is now by that happening, they come up to the level of the frequency of the earth. And therefore they're in tune with Mother Earth perfectly. And then in the future, as Mother Earth changes, they change with it too. They can be a very high evolved spiritual being, but they can be very low vibration in their body because of the density. And when that happens, the body becomes a higher frequency, and then they can work on many different levels better.
Exactly. Most definitely. So with that, we are going to start opening up the phone lines so the callers can begin to start asking some questions. And I just want to go ahead and warn both of you. I do have some very new newcomers and some newly awakened folks that are listening in for the first times today. We are basically going to bring on each of the phone callers and have them say their first name and their birthday, or however it is that you feel like connecting in. I'm not going to connect in today because due to the simple fact that I was in a car accident last Friday, and I'm not supposed to go back to work until tomorrow. But I'm going to allow for you two to basically answer the phone callers. So we're going to go ahead and bring on area code 410 for the first phone caller. 410, and first name and question, please.
Good evening, this is Kathy.
Hello, Kathy.
Hello, Kathy. Hello. I'm at a crossroads in my life about when to leave my job and moving to Florida. And I just need some advice.
Okay.
Well, you're getting some instincts right now. There's frequencies letting you know there's a shift due, a time due. You're feeling that leaving your job would be good. I see this coming for you. And you have contacts in Florida where you would go. Why Florida? Yeah, I have friends and we have a house and I'm could have retired 2 years ago and I don't know why I'm still hanging on.
Right. What kind of job did you do when you were doing your work?
I'm in IT right now.
Right. And do you think that it's coming to an end, that you really are kind of sick of that right now? That you want to move on to something else?
Yeah, my job is ending and my boss is going to find something else for me to do. And I'm not sure what it's going to be yet.
Okay. And are you okay with that? Would you stay with that, or do you think you should move on from something else other than that?
Well, it all depends what it is, because I really like my boss, and I was thinking maybe I'd stay another year.
Right.
My feeling is wait to see what it is.
That's what I think.
Right.
And the whole point too is that you feel like you want to do anything spiritual as far as healing or anything.
Yeah, I do Reiki, but I don't practice it. But I feel like there's something else for me out there, but I don't know what it is.
And the whole point of your guides is that you start moving in a certain direction. If it's the right thing, your guides will automatically make it resistance free. Everything will flow in the right way. If you go the wrong way, it won't happen that way. And I would recommend you to find something that makes you happy, makes you really feel satisfied and spiritual, that you build yourself up with that. Then by the time you want to leave the IT business and do the spiritual stuff, you're already established. Yeah?
Okay, that makes sense because I have so many books. I have tarot cards. I just signed up for a class. I'm always signing up for classes.
Right. Yes, and you got to do that. You got to find out what you do. And also, when you go and you start doing the Reiki or whatever you find you're going to do in the future, you have to actually get known on the other side. In other words, you go and do the work, and then you do quality work, and you're an honest person, and you handle effectively that honestly. If you then all of a sudden you're hurt on the other side, then guys start thinning.
The other thing too, Kathy, is it's good to take courses, but you must start applying what you're learning. Right. You can be like a new age person on the ceiling, but it's to apply that which you learn. I'm getting definitely that you're in a position that you're supporting many just with the light that you are. And I feel that what is coming through for you will be a nice opportunity. And you can choose, and once that comes through, I think it'll lead to some other things for you. But I would take the time and just go with that flow. And of course, right now with Mercury retrograde, it's not a time to make a change. But it's good to look forward and see. So my feeling is wait to see what the boss is coming up with. Obviously, he cares enough for you, respects you enough that providing something else. I love my boss. And guess what? Today's my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Okay, Allan, are you ready? Yes. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kathy. Happy birthday to you. Thank you. You have a beautiful voice.
Aw. Well, that was
that's
wonderful. That was wonderful.
Okay.
Well,
Now, do you know, now, Kathy, do you know anything about body dowsing? Have you ever heard of body dowsing?
No, just dowsing.
Are you standing up right now?
Oh, okay. Stand up. Okay.
Stand up. And sort of in your mind, ask, like, should I move, in your mind, say, should I move to Florida this next year?
Is it in my highest good?
Yeah, is it my highest good? Then ask that question. Is my highest good Florida? And when you're standing up, if you feel a push or pull forward, it's yes. Feel a push or pull backwards, no. Just sort of ask the question, is my husband in Florida? Let your body do what it's forward or back.
Oh my God, I'm going forward.
There you go.
Okay, but you haven't put a timeline on there. I see you're going to Florida, but I don't necessarily see it right away.
That's why I said it was the next year.
Yeah.
So basically, that when you can do that, it's kind of $1,000 worth. And anybody who's can do that. Based north, I often ask the question, is my highest good, then ask the question, yes or no answer. To get the answer within 30 seconds, go past 30 seconds in mind. There's your answer right here. And whenever you have a question, yes.
So the first question to me would be, is it in my highest good to take the opportunity that's coming up with my boss? Oh, okay. And then you can see how that is. And I see you going to Florida, but there may be a timeline on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think there is too. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, you too. Thank you so much.
Well, I wasn't supposed to jump in. But I'm just gonna spit it out. I'm gonna spit out the 5th month, or 5 months from now. I see you going to Florida, and then I see that there's definitely going to be a mobile business that is going to basically be beginning with this. Not necessarily you going around to different places and doing work, but I see you doing your work. Basically, what I mean by without restrictions, without something holding you down. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, because
on a personal level,
yeah, it feels very much like you will really awaken the awareness part of you, the awareness matrix within your body, and the awareness within your soul's grid. And I feel as if your body is going to start basically beginning to start speaking to you and telling you what's right, what's wrong, what's not to listen to, what's wrong to listen to. Always remember, if it resonates with you, go with it. If it doesn't, throw it behind you and then keep moving forward. Okay?
And my thing
Funny because this numerology thing I get an email that your karma is finally off your back this year. In 2018 is a new beginning.
Yes.
It is. And one thing about you, Kathy, is we can both, Kathy and I can feel this book of Bryan. You've got a really beautiful heart. You've got an honest heart and everything. You've never ever wanted to hurt anybody, but you've always been of service too much almost to everybody else. And it's now your time to take back for yourself. So it's time for you to find motivation in what makes you happy, what makes you excited, what makes you feel proud, what makes you feel satisfied. So you now is doing all those things. Go into that, and everything else will follow.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
And use those hands-on techniques of those Reiki hands and lay them on the people that you care for, because that will give you some hands-on action in the healing category.
Okay.
Okay?
Wonderful.
Thank you, Kathy. And Catherine, Kathy, how can Allan get a hold, or how can Allan, how can Kathy get a hold of you?
Well, you can get a hold of us through a phone number, or you can get us through an email address, through our website, Allan Green, one word, allangreen.net, allangreen.ca. That, or you.
The phone number is 613-479-0299. Allan is ALLAN, Green, GREEN, .ca, and Catherine is CATHERINE, Green, without E at the end, .net.
All over.
Yeah, and you go on our website, you'll find our email addresses, and we're here in service of the light.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you, Catherine, and thank you for giving that information out. And for those of you that are listening or on Facebook Live and would like to ask a question, you can enter that on the question or the comment section, or you can also dial in at area code 657-383-1895. Okay, and so now we're going to, I'm going to ask Catherine a question real quick. Now, Catherine, when I know this this energy is, I know that the Earth's energy at this particular moment is very, very intense. But what do you, what is some good grounding techniques that you can kind of teach the callers real briefly?
Okay, it's all about balance for all of us, and do our best for balance, whatever it is that works for you. It's important to do the best with good diet, good water. Lemon and water supports alkalizing the body, which lemon supports with. There are, meditation techniques in balance, not to spend your life always in meditation, but to go into that quiet, that peace, take the time, go in the washroom for 5 minutes. You have to go to a work environment where you just calm down and just align. Be on the earth if you can. I bring in the light of source from my crown, anchoring all the way down into the core central part of Mother Earth. And then I bring her love light up, coaxial cable, my spinal area, my crown to source. So I'm anchoring above and below. We're to be here in the 3rd D in higher frequency. It doesn't work if we're out in la la land all the time, because we're going to fly off.
Exactly.
I use essential oils. I use amazing essential oils that have balancing qualities and support on many levels. If anyone's interested, message me, get me on Facebook, Allan Green. Is there anything else, Al?
Well, yeah. One thing about it is that with couples out there, Catherine has this very incredibly beautiful. I realized that my job was to help ground her. And so for years I would do that. If I don't ground her and hold her enough, kind of gets a little bit spacey, and I have to hold her till she calms down. But then in 2013, I was tucking her in the kitchen, and I realized that I ground her down and she grounds me up. That was a big revelation, because that's what a lot of couples are doing. So Catherine is very galactic and angelic, and I'm sort of earth-based that way too, even though she's earth-based as well. So, you look at the couple, and if you're a couple, does your partner ground you down, or does the couple ground you up? Do you ground them up or down? And that's how we can sort of be stronger, because if you're grounded down, you're not strong all the time, but you're always changing. But if you're grounding up and down, it's like a string. It wobbles on the string, and it holds you very taut.
I'd just like to add, too, thank you, Alan, that it's important to get the sun into our eyes and on our body. The sun's bringing through codes and messages that empower us, and unfortunately, there's a lot of clouds up there that have been best to block that. So get out and be outside, touch the earth, be in good water, and give gratitude. What you give in gratitude comes back. So always focus on the positive.
Yes, most definitely. And with the energies that are coming from the sun, and also coming from the moon, and its direct alignments and stuff, there are a lot of us that are reawakening and also awakening or newly awakening to our actual soul purpose and soul's existence. For those of you that do not know how to protect yourself, what would be some perfect ways of protecting yourself, Catherine or Allan?
Okay, I call in, I work with Venus guides, and they have a way of bringing in light and all our colors, and surrounding ourselves in gold and silver light. The violet flame is immense. That violet flame can be so often, calling that in from Saint Germain. It's being conscious, putting yourself in a bubble of light before you go out of the house, before you go to bed. Ask the higher beings of light their support and check in. Now, something that we do every day at night is ask and unhook from any hooks that have come into us. People could care about you, want to be more like you. They might have some jealousy, that's right, things that they're not happy with. So there's these spirit hooks that come in, and they can hold you back. And the first time I unhook from all lifetimes, planes, dimensions, any hooks, Archangel Michael, unhook and connect those hooks to the source. If you just unhook, they're flying around, and they can hook back in more easily. And if a person, whether knowingly or consciously or unconsciously, put them in, they can still unhook. So you connect with the source and ask the source to look after those energies in a good way. And then Archangel Michael of the light, any hooks I could have put into any people, person, place, and thing, please unhook and connect my energies in direct contact with source light, balance me, and Saint Germain of the light, biggest violet flame me. And some people can't sleep at night, and it's because they're carrying hooks they picked up.
Yes.
Or you're discombobulated during the day. That's something I really recommend. Hold of it.
Yes, most definitely.
They sending back negative too, because somebody saying negative things about you, and it causes your lower back, backstabbing. All those thoughts, those things go right at your lower back, and it's really deep. You don't feel supported by your spouse, your job, or anything. You don't lose respect in your lower back. And then somebody's saying that, and so we say, do not, the name of the person, Sally Brown, I do not accept any despair, any negativity you're sending. Yes, it's back to you. And you'll say that 3 times, and all of a sudden, pain will be over back. So that's what there.
Or any energy that's coming in any other area.
And sometimes energy comes in on a platform. You think about somebody you don't like, and you tune into them, and then they pick up on that platform, and that energy comes right straight back into you and attacks you. And what you do is when you think somebody, you think something negative about somebody, it might come back at you twice as negative. And it's back. So you just, when you think something negative, you say, cancel, clear, delete.
Yes.
Often when Cap and I are talking about some political thing or something government thing, we don't want to be attacked that way. We'll say, Elmira, please still the conversation involved with it. We start talking about something, about a political thing or something like that, and we say, for a person that we know that's negative.
And we're trying to figure something out.
Yeah. Just say, Elmira, please still this conversation involved with it. And therefore that they cannot hear what you're saying, and it's
And for folks that do not know what Elmora is Elmora is a ascended master that is wonderful at cleaning and clearing energy that does not belong there. So definitely check him out, and also check out Saint Germain. For those that do not know what the Zenith Omega guides, Catherine is a wonderful Zenith Omega facilitator and a healer, and is absolutely wonderful with that. And we'll probably be presenting that sometime soon. But most definitely look up those Ascended Masters, because those are enlightened avatars to help us here on this Earth Matrix. So we have another phone caller, and we're going to see exactly who this caller may be. And it's 863, first name and question for us.
Good evening. This is Julia. Thank you for taking the call.
Hey, Julia, how are you?
Hi, Julia.
Good.
What's your question?
Winding down at the end of the day. Well, I've heard you mention about awakening and awareness. I've been kind of wondering, where I am in my path and or my awakening process or my funny that the caller ahead of me was talking about relocating because I'm planning to relocate and push the year myself. Probably in Northern South Carolina.
Okay.
Florida currently.
Well, if you go to North Carolina, you'll be a neighbor to me. So,
Okay.
yes, you would be a neighbor to me if you live in North Carolina or if you go to North Carolina. So just remember that. But so you're looking about how your awakening is. Catherine Allen.
What's your lunch about waking up? Julia, Alan was just asking what's working in your life and what's not working. I feel like I'm stagnant in my life right now, and that's part of what the moving is to kind of get a fresh start and new energy and get myself moving forward because I don't feel like where I am now is really the place I'm supposed to be. I'm here for a while, temporary. Well, this makes so much sense because so many people are being bumped right now by their guides, their angels, the earth energy, for their purpose to move forward. Some people are walking away from people who the frequencies just don't work. They're leaving jobs, they're leaving relationships, and leaving places where they're living. And you're tuning into your instincts, and this is good. And Alan, you can share if somebody holds on to something that's not working. Yeah, exactly. Well, you can create that karma if you hold on to things that aren't working.
Yeah.
Yes.
What happens? You feel a thing in your body. All of a sudden, your body is up around a person or a situation. When I was doing the past life work for 25 years, and all of a sudden I was at work and I hurt myself and I went to go back to work and my body froze. It would not let me go to leave my apartment and go to work. I said, I listen to you, I hear you. My body says, every person your body, they don't care about you. Full time, and so you touch your body and the way things flow in the side, guys. Just always go with the very risk you get. That's just your heart health. That's true. Second thing is your mind. It's a matter of trust with you. I think you're going along and you're having a bit of a hard time. You're about pressure. There is a force around you right now that is testing you. I don't know what it is. I don't know if there's hard or not, or sadness somewhere. But it's not something that you need to lift off. And we're sending light to you right now. Beautiful white light around you with gold light around you, fortify you, giving violet flame straight off your right shoulder, masculine energy.
Trying to hold on to her, yeah.
And you know anybody who would do that? Like, I don't say a name, but anybody that way in your life?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. And if you don't want to be with you or hold on to you or what?
I'm not sure, probably.
Yeah. How long have you been separated?
A control person.
Yeah,
I've just been
okay, so that explains the reason why I was hearing I can't do this by myself. Because it, yes. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Now, what Alan has learned and shared with me, when we come into a relationship, either in business with partners or a relationship with a partner in a marriage situation, what is formed is the relationship, business relationship, a partnership relationship, and for want of a better word, we call it the other. It's an entity. It has an energy. And when we break up from a business relationship and or partnership, if we took over the business relationship and the other person left, we talk to the other and say, okay, I am now the owner, you are with me. But if it completely dissolves, as it would in a partnership with humans, you would talk to the relationship other and say, okay, thank you for all the lessons. Good, bad, it's good, it's now over, and with blessings, I send you to the light. Thank you. Because if you don't, that energy, that other, is bouncing back and forth.
Doesn't know who it belongs to, doesn't know if it's involved. You have to be the one to ask. So relationship is show up in front of you. It'll show up in front of you as energy. Before valence, even just say to the relationship with my ex-husband and I is over, done. I wish no contact with him or anything anymore in my life, and ask him to involve in the then you'll feel that there's also be your own white light around you, breathe in white light and the aura, push him far, far, far away.
Yes, and I have something to add.
Yep.
I can do what I call an energetic divorce, but this does not take place for a real divorce, okay? Meaning a paid legal divorce, all right? So what I would do is this is an energetic divorce. Okay, perfect. As long as you're legally divorced, what we're going to do now is we're going to separate y'all's energies from each other. And then I'll basically lay your grid system out, and then I'll lay his grid system out, and then I'll send all energies back to self. Okay, so just take a deep breath in. Urembeke soto uranda hikebata ala shedo urasande hekebato olakiata alatin ekesta tolo oko uramba. And take a deep breath in. And just take a deep breath in and blow it out with force. Okay, and you should kind of felt a warmth come over you, or a popping in the ears, or maybe your ears get a little red. That was just the energy shifting. Okay, so all that energy will basically be moving either to your right or to your left. And basically with that, you'll actually learn the polarization in your hands and understand that the energy that is pulling from you is basically, well, the energy that is pulling from you is energy that you need to pull back into yourself. And then the energy that is pulling away from you is the energy that you need to keep at bay. That is what is basically keeping you from entering the space of doing this by yourself, because you have been taught for so long that basically what this was, what you have basically set this up as is you are tired of doing this by yourself again. Okay, so just basically allowing for them to remove that is very soothing for the soul and the spirit. So allow that to happen and resonate with you however it is basically set for you to feel, and just go from there. Catherine or Allan, do you have anything else to add?
Well, Kevin and I, we here before we even start, we mentioned dark entities around us, away from people, around them, and not gone light happen here in heaven. That we also work
or hanging on like her husband.
Yeah, and we can actually, with our power, we can actually block him and keep him far away just by the her intent. We also remove implants out of people. So it's all done in love and acceptance. Also great.
I love that we everyone out there has their own piece of the grand puzzle, but Bryan and Allan and I have similar and yet individual tools. And working together, it's magical. I'm so excited about this each time. Thank you. And thank you, Julia, for bringing this forward.
How are you feeling now, Julia?
Good.
Wonderful. More relieved?
Yes.
Wonderful.
Definitely be completely finished with that road, and I'm ready to be completely finished.
Wonderful.
Okay, now Allan sees really clearly, and he chooses not to look unless he's working. And in this case, he is, but somebody will come in and I'll go, okay, Allan, what's there? What's this? What's that? Allan, is there a grandfather behind her that's caught?
He's very dominant.
Yeah.
Watching over you. It's not a bad thing at all. He's trying to hold you. You have a grandfather you're really close to.
I didn't really know my grandfathers at all.
It must be whether you're a man or not.
I think it's a great. I don't know. I think it's a great grandfather, Allan.
So in other words, this lineage is passed down. I don't think he's all the time. Waiting for you to step up into the full part.
Has he gone to the light, Allan?
Dominant right in front of her. I don't feel it.
What are you getting, Bryan?
I'm feeling that he has well, basically was passed before her birth, and was also and is also basically holding space for her to basically make the right decision for her soul to move forward on her journey or on her path.
Exactly what I'm thinking as well. And one thing, what we need to tell you, this.
Go ahead.
One thing we noticed too is that.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Don't go for you. What do you think, Julie?
That was why I called to ask about where I am on my path, my awareness, awakening. So this is like right in line with why I called.
Yes.
You can call on the grandfather to help you, by the way.
Yes.
Just say your great grandfather. Whatever we call it, anybody, we say of the light afterwards. So Christ of the light, Archangel Michael of the light, great grandfather of the light. Say that word, then we know it's only a pure soul. Call on him anytime you want to give you guidance. He's there for you. He's very, very strong. All is both. Also, what Captain and I realized too is that when you say something like "I want that" or "I need that," we don't use those words "want" or "need" anymore. We use the word "my intention." I all these words.
Or I declare.
Are positive.
If people are going, I'm hoping, I'm wanting, I'm wishing, I'm trying, the ego mind, which runs the program, and the higher beings are going, oh, they're in wanting, hoping, wishing, trying, needing. Okay, we'll leave them there. And then if they hear they're choosing, they're intending, they're manifesting, I'm creating, okay, we'll get on board big time.
Exactly. Yes.
So your path, you're being directed. Your gut instinct is right there, Julia, and follow it and don't second guess it. And don't worry about what's going to be so far down the line. One step at a time, and go with those instincts, and the path and the flow will happen. Right now, we must flow. The universe is moving so fast to be set in any rigid way is big block for any of us right now. The dimensions are shifting so quickly. We have to just be in that flow and move with them. And you'll be directed to go and start something, and it'll be fine. And then you're directed into a further direction, and allow that.
And as of 2016, we're no longer the savior, the rescuer, or the fixer. We're there to empower people. We're not allowed to do it for them. As of Nobody is allowed to do that for you. Nobody is the best person.
Exactly. Exactly. So again, Alan and Catherine, please give y'all's contact information out once more for Julia, and then we'll bring on our last caller for the evening.
Okay, and I'd just like to affirm too that Alan has his book out, pastlife.alan, which is an amazing, amazing book that gives all kinds of tools. It's holographically written, and people read it. People pick up the book and say, "My crown chakra just opened. Oh my gosh, I just learned this. I felt this." So we can let people know it's now on Amazon and Kobo. We're excited. But anyway, our contact phone number 613-479-0299, and that's in Canada. And then Alan's website, Allan, ALLAN, Green, GREN.ca, and mine is Catherine, CATHRIN, Green.net.
The book is called pastlife.alan. Pastlife, one word, .alan. Get that on Amazon. Orders. Yeah. All experiences. I was going to write a book about dragons in uniform.
Okay, so we have one last phone caller, and this is a question for y'all specifically from a very special lady, and this is Tiffany White. Hey, Tiffany.
Oh, wow. Hi, Tiffany. Hello. Hello. Hi, Tiffany. Hi. How to connect with you? Oh, thank you. It's so wonderful to connect with you both as well. And the energy is making me free, and I'm vibrating. It's just like, oh, it feels so good.
It's a lot of fun.
Well, when we just added a fourth. Thank you. So I know that I have worked a lot with overcoming past life issues, and one of them was I know I was a knight in a past life, and I was tortured, and I have had overcome a lot of physical from that. But I just want to make sure I'm not overlooking anything else, that's going to bite me in. I just want to make sure that I'm dotting my I's, making sure I'm on the right path.
Where are you feeling pain in your body right now from that?
I've come along. I suffered tremendously from migraines, neck, shoulders, all of them. But about 8 years now, I have been pain-free. There is sometimes, though, I'll feel a little hint of it, but nothing like what I used to be debilitating. It's like every other day. And so sometimes I was like weeks in bed. It was just really bad. But now, but now it's not that bad. But I just want to make sure that I'm getting rid of everything.
Yeah. Well, the reason that happened with you with the original ailments and everything was that often a past life, when you have that injury at a certain age in the past life, and you're the same age this lifetime, and it comes back at you at the same age this lifetime. And with you, you've been working on clearing that away. But now what you're having is the emotional residual. So if you have a pain in your heart, then basically, you need to work on the love that you feel for other people, how you receive it, how you send it to people, and whether you feel your love for yourself, or it could be a pain in your liver because you have issues with frustration and anger, or if you have problems with your throat, you can't speak your truth. So you're going to go through your body and sort of scan your body and see which emotion fits with that feeling, and then you can sort of feel it as you go along.
Now, also, these symptoms can come up if somebody comes into your life as a part of the trauma back in a past life. So, Alan, on a long distance to go in and see if there's any other past lives involved. Just with the Venus Omega, there's over 400 very many imbalance disease, as acupuncture works on the blood physical meridians. It works across all meridians, mental, emotional, physical, all lifetime planes, dimensions, light, color, frequency, sacred geometry. One of the things that I think should be looked at for sure is fear of power and integration of power. Because whenever all of us have been ridiculed, burned at the stake, tortured, hung, whatever it is.
First spiritual
Yes, the ones that are spiritual now. Yeah, and that hangs on and holds us back a bit. So quite easily I can, I can work with muscles and bones and stuff like this here. But definitely fear of power came up as a big one, and power integration. Yes. Well, there's that people can get so far, and then I just what business like now I feel like it's all just very just energetic boundary for me now, and that's what it was. I think the whole the protecting and the brotherhood of everything and the spiritual. I have to just try to really balance that out, because that is tremendous on us. That has to be controlled, like you said, when we died from that, and that we don't have that in this life. And so I get so far, and I feel like I'm going to go wrong again. It's just, okay, like we're right now, the biggest thing is like business life. If I feel like, did I go through that check? Am I worthy? Am I holding myself back? Am I doing this because I'm scared of power?
Yes, declare your power back.
You're also focused on, have I done it? Have I done it? Have I done it? So affirm I have. Affirm in the now that it's done, because that creates your past and your present. I really feel that you're there, and if some things show up, then you can go and address it, but don't hang on to it, Tiffany. You hear what I'm saying? Yes, there's a worry. There's a worry there. Have I done it? Have I done it? Have I done it? We're in the matrix. We're in this holodeck, and we can shift that holodeck at any minute with our thoughts. The body follows the mind.
Yes.
So just affirm. But I hear you. So perhaps Allan and I can support in other ways, and or Bryan too. So you've done amazing work. And thank you, because if you get it, I get it. I get it, you get it, and the whole world gets it.
Most definitely. And we're running out of time here, so is there any last words of wisdom that you would like to say to the callers?
Blessings and love to everyone. And pat yourself on the back and go, good for me, and affirm, I am enough. I am enough. Because we are enough. And so many times we've had thoughts, actions, and implants that have implanted and programmed us that we're not. We are amazing like beings on this planet, coming into awakening. And affirm, I surround myself with people who uplift and empower me, as I uplift and empower them, and feel them and see what they would feel like, and call them forward into your life and step forward to meet them. And we raise our frequencies from excitement to excitement, from expectation to expectation. Not that we're holding on and it's a fine line with expectation, just from excitement to excitement. Be in the now and celebrate. Give yourself rest. Rest is so important right now. We're getting those downloads every day. They come through, and it's not just you. There's ascension systems on my site under sharing. I posted in 2009, 11, and 13 about ascension systems, and people go to the hospital and doctors don't know what's going on because it's an ascension system.
Yes, most definitely.
What have you got, honey?
Well, I forgot what I was going to say. You were talking so long. I listened very intently to you, and I figured about it. But yeah, I think that you're working on a beautiful level of truth. We've all been persecuted for our beliefs we were spiritual now, and the weird thing is that we have to really realize that a planet back just like that, they can't persecute it. When you were a night that you were fighting for a valiant cause, helping the people, and you were crushed and hurt, and stalked, and killed maybe, and therefore, when you try to move forward and help yourself or other people this lifetime, you feel that you're not going to make it, but you are. There's nothing really holding you back this lifetime except yourself.
Exactly. And thank you so much, Catherine and Allan Green, for sharing. And thank you so much for watching the Be Live TV, the Magical Journey Show with your host, Reverend Bryan Rawls. You can contact me at 586-659-9620. You can also go to my website at www.amagicaljourney.com. And we will join you next Wednesday evening on 12/20 of 2017, and I will probably be by myself next weekend or next week, but I will speak to y'all then. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful evening. And let angel wings guide your dreams.
Thank you, Bryan. Love you.
Thank you, Bryan.
Love you
So much. God
too.
bless everyone.